I grew up in an abusive family. My dad was abusive. And I learned in the program what you grew up around, you learn. And what you learn, you practice. What you practice, you become. And that's what, and becoming it has consequences. And I had a baby at 15. Even though I finished school, but I had a baby at 15. And it started leading me to the streets. Then I ended up being a drug addict, prostitute, a thief. And I went to prison and stayed almost 10 years. And I went back for a parole violation. That's how long they made me stay. My case was theft of jewelry. I was a jewelry thief. And then after that, came here for 90 days. Then when I got ready to leave, my parole officer put me in a program called Step Down. And that's why I lived upstairs for 90 more days. And when I came here, I was the oldest one in my group. And everybody to start calling me Mama Crow, but I was all right with that. Because it made me take a look at my life, how much of my life I had destroyed behind drugs. And Salvation Army really, really helped me, but I had to help myself because I had to be obedient to learn what these peoples was offering here. Because if I'd have known it all, I never would have been where I was at. In the morning, they teach you how to get up and take care of your hygiene. Because a lot of ladies are drug addicts, we didn't do that. We just got up and went. They taught us about our hygienes. They issued us hygienes. Salvation Army gave us hygienes until our family brought us, or we could go to the store. They gave us a comb, a brush, toothpaste, nice, beautiful soap, not no just cheap soap, good soap, Dial. Some people couldn't use Dial, Cam8 soap. They gave us deodorant, expensive deodorant, not dollar deodorant. Hygiene, ladies' personal hygiene. And the groups taught me a lot. They taught me relapse prevention is what really taught me how to overcome my fears, learn about my addiction, what caused my addiction, the triggers in my addiction. And I've just been having a blast since I've been clean and sober. I've learned a lot as far as what life is about, what all the Salvation Army do. I used to thought it was all about just getting money from people's outside because I wasn't ready. I wasn't trying to learn about nothing. But when I got to live here, I see the things that the Salvation Army do. And I'm not just saying this to be saying this. I'm saying this because I've experienced it. They've helped me. They not only paid my rent, they paid my light bill once. Keep it from getting cut off. They didn't have to do that, but the Salvation Army did that for me. My counselor, Miss Todd, she taught us, she had a lady to come in and teach at the Salvation Army about when we get a job. After you have a job, you have to have $500 in the bank. I had that. Then it was time to find my own apartment and to live without drugs. And she taught us how to live without drugs. At the Salvation Army, they taught me how to take one day. I used to thought that was just a saying. That is not just a saying. That's my everyday life today, one day at a time. If I got by today without getting high, and before I lay down and got on my knees, she told us at the Salvation Army, the speaker that they brought to talk with us, she said, thank God that today I'm laying down sober. She said, I know it's gonna be fear, paying rent. I didn't have to do that for 9 years. Pay rent, make a checkbook, write a checkbook. I didn't know how to balance no checkbook. I never had an account. But the Salvation Army, by bringing these peoples in here to talk with us at the Salvation Army, they taught me how to have a checkbook, how to balance my checkbook. I didn't know nothing about that. All I knew was get fast money, spend it fast. But the ladies would come in here, where we had our groups around the corner, would show us how to not only make a resume, but make a forward letter after the resume, thanking them for the interview. They had ladies come in with teach us how to dress for a job, all depending on what job you're going, what kind of job you're looking for. We had counselors, our counselors here, that that worked here at the Salvation Army, taught me how to, instead of holding it in and suppressing it, what caused me to do drugs, because I didn't want to deal with my problem, is to release it. They taught me a lot, and I was a completely grown woman. I mean, I had just turned 50 when I arrived here, 51, because But 52 because I'm 59 now. And they taught me things that I would not have ordinarily accepted. I've known about them, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about living the fast lane. They taught me how to walk with dignity. Had I not come here, I'm sorry. Had I not came to Salvation Army today, I'd have been a dope fiend one day. Because I really, I'd have probably been in hell. Probably been in hell. Probably been dead. I really would have. Because when I got out, when I was down there, I was saved and stuff, but I didn't know nothing about my addiction. And when I went to the rehab, and they sent me to the Salvation Army, it taught me how to maintain my life. How to be that virtuous woman that God called me to be. In the Salvation Army, I always have guests to speak. And different ministers would come and they would share with us their life. And it just gave me a different outlook on life. And I wanted to be the grandmother that my grandbabies them needed, and the great-grandmother that my grandkids needed. And being in here, I know at times I got angry because I wanted to go home, but I would take a look at the whole picture. And today, I can truly say, I thank God for the Salvation Army. I really do. I thank Him for saving my life today, helping me grow maturely, spiritually, learned me how to be financially stable. And today, I'm just a carefree black woman that's just happy. And I owe it all to Jesus and to the Salvation Army. Because they taught Glennie Faye how to be that lady that I never thought I could be. And I give God the glory.